What's good, y'all? We back outside on that NBA 2K23. Now listen, if you're new, I appreciate that view, I truly do. But you know you gotta like and sub, my boy. Hit that notification bell as well so you can know when we post. This is episode 2 of the Tailor. All my OG subs, like and support the video. Comment down below. Let me know you see me. Salute. Now in this video, we're going to be looking at some of the greatest builds in 2K history. That could be as early as 2K22 and as far back as 2K15. Now behind every great build is an even greater content creator, catching bodies, shooting threes from half court, and taking ankles to make that build legendary. Today, we look at Fredo 2 times. Let's get it. Alright y'all, we making that Fredo 2 times build from NBA 2K17, man. I ain't gonna lie. This was one of my favorite 2Ks, if not my favorite 2K of all time, bro. It's so many lit builds during that time, bro, that I would like to pull forward into 2K23. So shout out to Fredo. Much respect for putting the playmakers on the map back then. We got plenty that we can pull from, so let's get started. We gonna go and make a point guard, obviously right hand 2-4 for the Kobe, just like Fredo would make it. So let's jump into height. Now Fredo started the year with a 6'7". He finished the year with a 6'4". And I want to make sure I can develop rules as I'm making these episodes, right? Where I think one rule that I'm gonna have in play, because of course, bro, with the way that attributes play out per height and the way that badge counts play out per height, I want to make sure that I don't go too low. You can only go 1 inch lower or 1 inch higher per any build that I make. I'm gonna try to be spot on with the height if I can, but if it makes more sense for me to be 6'3" like it is in this case, because it works out better with the attributes and everything to capture that 2K17 6'4" like playmaker, that's what I'm gonna do, because I want to make sure I get the build right. I'm crafting this specifically for Fredo to be able to like rock out in 2K23 right now with a 2K17 Playmaker, bro. We going with the lowest weight, 7-foot wingspan. Now this is where we gotta switch up to 2K23, bro, because it's too many people out here rim running and whatnot. So we gotta make sure we have a good wingspan. Now let's jump into the finishing. If you look at playmakers from 2K17, they had an 80 driving layup, 80 to 82. So we're gonna go with that same 80 driving layup. Now dunk was a 72. So again, we got to make sure we meet it somewhere in the middle, because you got to remember what I'm doing as your tailor. I'm handcrafting this build perfectly so you can get the right attribute and animation thresholds. You can get the right badges for this build, everything that you need to rock out and make sure you can capture that same feel. Back then with a 72 driving dunk, bro, you could still get quick drops and all of that just to be a decent dunker. So we gotta bump this up to an 80 so we can get those same like front clutches and basic like quick drop animations so we can be a decent dunker. But we don't get contact dunks, we're not gonna be able to dunk on anybody. That's not what it's about. We gotta make the close shot of 58 so we can get 16 badges. That will allow us to core limitless takeoff and still be able to get slithery. You don't need posterizer at all because you're not trying to dunk on nobody. So this way you are a proficient like finisher as far as layups or dunking. Now as far as shooting goes, it was a little bit different because back then they had 2 different categories. They had off the dribble 3 and mid-range and then standing. So like for instance, playmakers back then at that height would have gotten an 80 off the dribble 3 and like a 74 standing 3. Now you could add boost to that standing 3 and then it'd be a 79. So I figured the sweet spot would be at 79, right? I'm gonna show y'all 2 different builds in the original way that I made it, but if you want to get the build name of a playmaker, this would be how you would set it up. You set it up actually like this, but I'm gonna show y'all how I originally made it. So you get an extra badge point, you go 80 and 80. This is us just pulling it forward into 2K23, and then you can see what this is gonna do is still allow us to core blinders and still be able to get Agent 3 and limitless range on bronze. So then that way we're a competent shooter as well. Now playmaking is where playmakers shine, right? It's a playmaker. So what we do have to understand is that the difference between 2K23 and 2K17, the contrast is way different. When you started 2K17, bro, like dribble guys didn't exist. They were created that year basically, and dribbling started to become very overpowered in 2K17. People could dribble before, but it wasn't like how it was in 17 going forward. Now over the years, 2K's been on this crusade to try to continuously nerf ball handling. Same thing happens this year with adrenaline boost, for instance, and then how heavy playmaking costs you as far as attributes. So we have to like still capture that essence, because back in 2K17 everything was a 94, like pass accuracy, ball handling, speed with ball, acceleration, like all of that. So what we need to do is still hit that 94 threshold with ball handling, but you guys understand in 2K23 that speed with ball does not impact your speed boosting. What we want to do is go down to our acceleration and still hit with the 94. This way we still get the speed boost just like a playmaker would in 2K17, and then we'll still go crazy. Now as far as speed with ball, we just gonna make it an 80. That way we can get dribble styles that we looking for, and then pass accuracy, instead of a 70 or 75 for that LeBron, we gonna bump it up to an 86. This gives us gold needle threader, so we should be able to throw dots, just lasers out there. That's gonna feel like a 90 when we throwing our boost. Plus we get needle threader on goal, so we can stun people that's out there lacking, and we'll be a great playmaker. Now as far as interior defense goes, they didn't have very much interior defense. We got to keep it 100. That's what it was. As far as like other defensive attributes, you would either be mid to high 70s. If you put boost on that, you could be low to mid like 80s. So as far as perimeter defense, we'll meet it somewhere in the middle between 17 and 23 with 86 and 85. That'll give us silver clamps and then silver glove too as well. Now blocks, this is spot on, bro. If you go back and look, you got a 68 block with the 6'4 playmaker. You get a 68 block with this one too as well. And then we also get rebound chaser on this build. So at bronze, because there are no requirements, so 60 rebound is good enough. You didn't have very high rebounding on that build either. And then we'll just put the rest of it on stamina, and boom, 16, 20, 25, and 21. This is very close to what a 2K17 playmaker would be. You should be able to cook up and go crazy, still should be able to get to the rack, still should be able to shoot threes decent, all of that stuff. Now, when we look at takeovers, we got slash and shot creating, playmaking, and lockdown too. We went double playmaking though, because this is a playmaker. And then I'll show you what it makes real quick before we spin the block one time and show you how we can get that playmaker build name. Now, bro, look at who we got, bro. We got Jason Kidd. That's the epitome, that's the definition of a playmaker. You see, it gives us a playmaking shot though, which is crazy, bro. And I'm definitely in a future video gonna do a playmaking shot, but it ain't gonna look nothing like this build, trust me. So we're gonna go back and just switch it up real quick, just like I said, get that 79 right there, just like we want. Boom, we're gonna open this up and then just put it on our acceleration. We're gonna be even faster, bro. And you'll see right here, well, what that's gonna do is give us that playmaking build name that we were looking for. So hopefully y'all rocking with it. Comment down below if it's anything that y'all would change. I think I'm close. I think I'm real close. Like I said, man, we doing all these videos and then showing love to the content creators that got these builds lit, man. My goal is to continue to make this series until we can get at least one of these YouTubers to play on one of these builds. My boy, I think we can get it done too. So y'all comment, show love, sub to my channel, because we're gonna keep this thing rocking. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell as well so you can know when we posting. As always, respect the OGs. Peace.